So if you guys haven't already seen my last video on this subject, then please go check it out because it's got like the brunt of the information in it. So yeah, I thought this information was worth paying attention to because what ends up happening in the world is you get born and then you end up in like a family. Then your parents teach you all the social skills that you need. Because, you know, like school doesn't teach you that stuff because who needs social skills, right? That's a joke. And if you're not lucky, then your parents don't really teach you anything and they teach you maybe like a bunch of bad habits. And then life for you ends up being like so much harder. I'm not gonna talk about the foods that could give you social anxiety, but I will post something about that below and please let me know if I forget to post it again. That was a beautiful long boom. Number 1 rule of being social, keep your body language open at all times whenever possible. The moment you cross your arms or your leg, you look less attractive. Well, technically you'd use the word unapproachable, but yeah. I guess you can use the word attractive here. Number 1.5, try not to put things in between you and the person you're talking to, like a drink or a purse, or like if you're standing, then don't like put things between you guys. Try not to face them like this. You want to face them like more like this. If you're facing them directly, then that kind of like signals to their subconscious that you're an enemy, which is weird, but that's how it works. Number 2 rule of being social, try to talk the same way that the person you're talking to is talking. I think this should be number 1 because that is the best way to make someone like you. It's kind of a sneaky trick, so I try not to use it unless I'm like trying to break the ice with someone who I don't know very well. So the way you do it is by talking at the same speed that the person that you're talking to is talking. Yeah, but you also want to use the same or similar words that they're using. So like for example, if they say okay, then you want to try to use the word okay as opposed to something like alright. See why it's kind of a sneaky trick? You also want to match their voice tone. So like if you were talking to me, then you would want to kind of like impersonate me in a sense. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. You're basically impersonating someone to their face. But yeah, so this technique really helps to break the ice around people who you don't know very well. The next part about breaking the ice also involves making them feel like they can be themselves around you. Okay, now, so everyone thinks that they're good at this, but really nobody is. When you have a conversation with someone, treat them like they're the most interesting person in the world. Now, I'm not saying that you should be all like fake and like super like excited about the things that they say. I'm saying you just need to like open your eyes to the fact that you have the most interesting person sitting right in front of you. You want to gaze into their soul and see them for who they are. What makes them sad? What are their hopes and dreams? Don't talk about yourself unless they ask. Okay, so the next one I've actually mentioned twice before in the body language videos, but I think it's worth it to say it again. When someone is talking, you do the slow nod, where you go at 1 beat per second. I'm just really excited about this concept because when I was younger, I used to never know what to do when people were talking to me, so I would just kind of stare at their lips and zone out. It's caused a lot of problems in my personal life. Another thing that is good to remember is that you need to remember people's names and start using them when you say hi and bye to them. That's how you tell them that they matter. Also, and this one will take you like to the next level in someone's eyes. When you're leaving after you just met someone, always make it a point to like go and find them, seek them out. That way you can shake their hand again and say it was really nice meeting you. Because that also tells them you think that they're important enough for you to go out of your way to say goodbye. So yeah, there are the social skills that they should really teach you in school, but they don't because they want to teach you other useless yet important information. Oh yeah, don't forget to respond audibly when people are done talking to you. And be sure to practice active listening, which is just like making faces at them while they're talking. Expressions, because that is our ancestral ways of communicating. Okay, I love you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and not have my coat talk to you guys this time. It happens though. And I always think I'm funnier than I actually am. See what I did there? I guess you could use the word unapproachable. Oh my gosh. I guess you can use the word unattractable. I guess you could use the word attractive. That's all.